Have you ever walked onto your own property and watched someone drive away with your equipment? Not borrowing it, not asking permission, stealing it in broad daylight. That's exactly what happened to me. What the thief didn't know was that I wasn't just a farmer. I was also a county sheriff's deputy. And by sunset, his confident smile had completely disappeared. My name is Jake Reynolds, and I own a small family farm just outside the upscale neighborhood of Maple Grove Estates. Unlike the homes inside that subdivision, my farm has never been part of the HOA. My grandparents bought the land more than 50 years ago, long before the neighborhood existed. Most HOA members respected the property line. One person didn't. The HOA president, Karen Lawson. For months, Karen complained that my tractor was an eyesore. She sent letters demanding I keep my equipment inside a building that didn't even exist. I ignored every one of them. The county confirmed my property wasn't under HOA authority. I thought that would end the argument. I was wrong. One Saturday morning, I drove into town for livestock feed. When I returned less than 2 hours later, something immediately felt wrong. The equipment shed door was wide open. Fresh tire tracks crossed the gravel. My bright green utility tractor was gone. A nearly new tractor worth $4,000 to $5,000. At first, I thought maybe someone had borrowed it. Then my security camera notification appeared on my phone. I opened the recording. There he was, Karen's husband, Richard Lawson. He calmly cut the chain securing the gate, started my tractor, and drove it straight off my property. I couldn't believe what I was watching. Instead of chasing him, I stayed calm. I saved the video. Then I called dispatch, because besides running my family farm, I serve as a reserve deputy with the county sheriff's office. Within minutes, another deputy arrived. I showed him the footage. The video clearly captured Richard's face, his truck, the trailer license plate, and even Karen standing nearby giving directions. There was no doubt who had taken it. Deputies located the trailer using nearby traffic cameras. It led directly to the Maple Grove HOA maintenance yard. When we arrived, my tractor was sitting behind a locked chain-link fence. Fresh HOA decals had already been placed on the doors. Someone had actually tried to make it look like HOA property. Karen walked toward us with a confident smile. "I'm glad you're here," she said. "That abandoned tractor has finally been removed." I looked at her. Abandoned? It was inside my locked equipment shed. She shrugged. It was creating a nuisance. Then Richard walked out of the maintenance building. He laughed. "If you wanted it back, you should have hidden it better." That was the moment I reached into my truck. Not for a weapon, for my duty jacket. I slipped it on, clipped my deputy badge onto my chest. Karen's smile vanished instantly. Richard stopped laughing. The other deputies stepped forward. One deputy asked Richard a simple question. "Do you have proof you own this tractor?" He didn't answer. Instead, he looked toward Karen. She looked away. I handed the deputy my registration papers, purchase receipt, insurance documents, and serial number records. Everything matched perfectly. The deputy compared the serial number stamped into the tractor frame. It was mine. Without another word, Richard was informed he was under investigation for felony theft, criminal trespassing, and destruction of private property. His face turned pale. Karen immediately claimed it had all been a misunderstanding. She insisted they believed the equipment belonged to the HOA. The deputy asked one final question. Then why were the original serial number stickers partially covered with HOA decals? Neither of them answered. Crime scene investigators photographed everything. The cut chain, the damaged gate, the trailer, the decals, even the muddy tire tracks leading from my farm to the HOA yard. Every piece of evidence told the same story. The tractor hadn't been rescued. It had been stolen. A week later, investigators discovered something even bigger. My tractor wasn't the first piece of equipment Richard had taken. Several contractors reported missing generators, trailers, and landscaping tools over the previous year. Security footage from nearby businesses connected multiple thefts to the same trailer. The investigation quickly expanded. Search warrants were executed. Stolen property worth more than $200,000 was recovered from several storage buildings connected to Rich's landscaping business. The HOA board was stunned. They immediately removed Karen as president. Residents demanded independent financial audits. Insurance companies launched their own investigations. As for me, I got my tractor back. The county paid for forensic testing before returning it. Every fingerprint, every decal, every damaged part became evidence. Richard eventually accepted a plea agreement instead of taking the case to trial. He was ordered to pay restitution to multiple victims. Karen resigned from every HOA position she held. The association issued a written apology to everyone affected by the investigation. Today, my tractor sits exactly where it belongs. Inside a secured equipment shed protected by upgraded cameras, reinforced gates, and automatic alarms. Every time I start its engine, I'm reminded of one simple truth. Some people think stealing is easy when they believe no one will stop them. But evidence doesn't lie. Security cameras don't forget, and badges don't create justice. They simply help make sure the truth reaches a courtroom. That's the day Karen's husband discovered the tractor he thought was easy to steal ended up costing him far more than $4,000 to $5,000.